This one habit makes women respect you instantly. If women see you as nice, but never as important, this is why. If they talk over you, cancel on you, or test you constantly, this is why. One small habit flips that entire dynamic, and almost nobody is practicing it. Most men think respect comes from looks, or money, or status, or having perfect game. That's not where real respect comes from. Because you've seen it. You've seen broke guys who women respect deeply. You've seen average-looking guys who women listen to. You've seen quiet men who somehow command attention without trying. So what do they have? It isn't confidence. It isn't dominance. It isn't arrogance. It's a habit. A simple, repeatable behavior that silently tells women, this man values himself. This man has boundaries. This man does not beg for approval. And once a woman senses that, her behavior toward you changes fast. Not slowly. Not over months. Instantly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that habit is, why it works at a deep psychological level, and how to build it into your daily life without turning into a jerk or a robot. The biggest lie men are taught about respect. Most men grow up hearing this. Be nice. Be agreeable. Make her happy. Don't upset women. Sound harmless. But hidden inside this advice is a trap. It teaches men that respect is earned by pleasing. So men try harder. They reply faster. They over-explain. They over-apologize. They give more than they receive. They tolerate behavior they don't like. And they expect, if I'm good enough, she'll respect me. But reality does the opposite. The more a man tries to be liked, the less he is respected. Not because women are evil. Not because women enjoy hurting men. But because human beings do not respect what is always available. Think about it. You don't respect free Wi-Fi as much as the Wi-Fi you pay for. You don't respect food that's always there as much as food you worked for. You don't respect people who have no limits. Respect is born from boundaries, and the habit that creates instant respect. The habit you act according to your standards, not your feelings. Let that sink in. Not mood, not fear, not loneliness, not attraction. Standards. You decide what behavior you accept. You decide what behavior you don't. And then, you consistently act in alignment with that. Even when it costs you something. Especially when it costs you something. Most men have standards. Very few men enforce them. That's the difference. Women don't respect men who talk about standards. They respect men who quietly live by them. No speeches. No threats. No lectures. Just behavior. A simple story that explains everything. Two guys meet the same woman. Both like her. Guy A. She cancels plans last minute. He says, "It's okay," smiling face with smiling eyes, "maybe another time." Next week she cancels again. He says, "No worries, I understand." She replies slower. He texts more. He feels anxious. He stays polite. Guy B. She cancels last minute. He says, "All right, let me know when you're free and certain." No anger. No insults. No chasing. A week passes. She texts. He replies later. When they make plans again and she shows up late, he says, "Hey, I value punctuality. If that's hard for you, we probably won't work." Calm. Direct. No emotion dump. Which man gets respected? Not because Guy B is alpha. Not because he's rude, because Guy B shows. My time matters. My standards exist. I will walk away if they're not met. That alone triggers respect. Why this habit works on a deep level. Humans subconsciously rank everything. Food, jobs, places, people. We assign value based on scarcity and consistency. When a man always agrees, always forgives, always stays, always explains himself, he signals, I cannot afford to lose you. That kills respect. When a man can walk away, doesn't negotiate his boundaries, doesn't chase disrespect, he signals, I have options. I trust myself. I don't need external validation. That creates respect, even if the woman never consciously thinks it. It's instinctive. Respect is not about control. Important distinction. This habit is not about controlling women. It's not about putting them in their place. It's not about power games. It's about self-governance. You govern yourself. You don't try to manage her behavior. You manage your participation. If behavior aligns with your standards, you stay. If it doesn't, you remove access. That's it. Simple. Hard, but simple. Most men do the opposite. Let's be honest. Most men lower standards when they like a woman. They tolerate things they'd never accept from friends. Disrespectful tone, flacking, mixed signals, using them for attention, public disrespect. They notice it. They feel it, but they ignore it. Why? Fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of being alone. Fear of starting over. Fear of confrontation. So they swallow their standards. And women feel that. When a woman senses, this man will tolerate anything to keep me, respect collapses. Not attraction, not interest. Respect. And without respect, attraction becomes unstable. The real habit in one sentence. You don't reward behavior you don't want. That's it. No lectures. No emotional speeches. No long texts. Behavior either gets access or it doesn't. What this looks like in real life. She speaks disrespectfully. You say, I don't respond well to being spoken to like that. If it continues, you disengage. Not angrily, not dramatically. Calm. She flakes twice. You stop initiating. She leaves you on read consistently. You stop double texting. She only contacts you when she's bored. You become unavailable. Not as a tactic, but as alignment with self-respect. The power of calm enforcement. The tone matters. Men think they need aggression. They don't. The strongest frame is calm. Calm says, I'm not threatened. I'm not emotional. I'm certain. Emotion signals uncertainty. Shouting, begging, explaining. Calm silence communicates more than 1,000 words. Why women test men? Tests aren't evil. They're unconscious. Women test to see, can he handle pressure? Does he know who he is? Does he bend easily? Does he have a spine? Every time you fold, you fail. Every time you hold your line calmly, you pass. Not by arguing, by consistency. The hidden benefit. This habit doesn't just affect dating. It changes everything. Work. People stop dumping tasks on you. Friends. People stop disrespecting your time. Family. People stop crossing lines because energy carries. When you respect yourself, others follow. Not instantly sometimes, but eventually. Why this feels uncomfortable at first? Because you're breaking a lifetime pattern. You were taught, be nice. Now you're choosing, be honest. Honesty feels risky because it might lead to loss. Here's the truth. You're already losing. You're losing peace. You're losing self-esteem. You're losing respect. This habit trades fake safety for real strength. The silent shift. One day you notice something strange. Women start listening more, explaining themselves, trying harder, apologizing. Not because you demanded it, because your behavior changed. You stopped chasing approval. You started honoring your standards. That flips the power dynamic. Not into domination, into balance. Introduce a problem/challenge. Here's the challenge. Most men don't actually know their standards. They say they do. But when pressure hits, they abandon them. Ask yourself, what behavior do I truly not tolerate? Not what sounds good. Not what YouTube says. What genuinely bothers you? Write it down. Examples: chronic lateness, disrespectful tone, flacking, lying, playing games. If you don't define this, you can't enforce it. No standards equals no backbone. The hard part: you must be willing to lose people. Let me say that again. You must be willing to lose people. Not aggressively, not proudly, calmly. If you cannot lose a woman, she owns you, and people don't respect what they own. Exploration/development. Let's go deeper. This habit is really about identity. You stop seeing yourself as, I hope she likes me, and start seeing yourself as, let's see if we're compatible. That subtle shift changes everything. One frame seeks approval. The other evaluates. Women feel that instantly. The 3 layers of this habit. Layer 1, internal. You decide. My time matters. My energy matters. My peace matters. Without this belief, nothing works. Layer 2, external behavior. You act in line with that belief. Even when nervous. Even when attracted. Layer 3, consistency. Not once. Not sometimes. Always. One slip can undo months of work. Not because women are petty, but because inconsistency signals weakness. Common mistakes men make. Mistake 1, announcing standards. I don't tolerate disrespect. Cool. Then you tolerate disrespect. Useless. Mistake 2, over-explaining. I do like when you do that because when I was younger. Stop. State boundary. Act accordingly. Mistake 3, using boundaries as threats. If you do that again, I swear. Weak. Just act. What high-respect men do. They speak less. Mean what they say. Do what they say. Walk away quietly. No drama. No speeches. No revenge. Silence plus consistency. That's power. The climax/key moment. Here's the moment everything clicks. Women don't respect men because of what they say. They respect men because of what they are willing to lose. Read that again. The man who can lose her is the man she respects. The man who cannot is the man she controls. This has nothing to do with cruelty. It has everything to do with self-worth. When you finally understand this, You stop chasing respect. You become the kind of man respect naturally sticks to. The quiet transformation. You won't feel like a superhero. You won't feel magical. You'll feel calmer, more grounded, less anxious. That's the sign it's working. You stop checking your phone obsessively. You stop rehearsing texts. You stop overthinking. Because your self-esteem is no longer outsourced. It's internal. That's dangerous in the best way. Conclusion. Let's lock it in. The habit. You act according to your standards, not your feelings. You don't reward bad behavior. You don't chase approval. You calmly remove access when boundaries are crossed. That alone creates instant respect. Not because women are simple, not because it's a trick, but because self-respect is contagious. Become a man who respects himself. Everything else rearranges. Watch the next video on your screen if you want to build unshakable confidence.